Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. Talk of the town ni ọ̀rọ̀ actor Ninalowo, Bolanle Ninalowo àti ìyàwó ẹ̀ tí wọ́n break up. Um, Yeye Kudi náà jáde láti wá explain nǹkan tí òun rò wípé ó fà á tó lè fa nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin ìyàwó àti ọkọ. So ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́ Yeye Kudi courtroom. Thank you so much for watching. Till I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you all. Bye.
You know, last year, if you notice that this lover kept hammering, this lover, I didn't be no fire beg. This lover kept hammering, is old, sha. This lover kept hammering that when there was one scandal of woman issue, Ninalowo, I don't know his name very well to pronounce it. Ninalowo featured in it. And they said he comes from a home where his mother is such a good woman. Bí mo ṣe gbọ́ ni. You know, it might be a lie. Because I've seen them at a party scene before. Not on ground though, just a video where his mother featured. And he, I saw the love and the bond between himself and his mom. But I learned that the mother is such... Okay, Ninalowo no get gbola. You tell us, see, we are not judging that one. Oh. We don't know that part. You understand? We don't know that part. So the part that we are interested in is the outward look. You understand? Which is very cool and nice for the industry. Now, Ninalowo, last year we kept hearing, okay, yeah, I know Ninalowo family well. Okay, this thing I'm saying, please tell me if it is true. You understand? Because I heard in it. You know, they said that the mother is such a responsible woman that at one point is marriage, which I'm going to play what he said. There's a video here that says what he said, how remorseful he was. They said it was the mother that told him to go back to America and go and stay with his family. She doesn't want breakup of his marriage. It's from Gistlover's page. I'm now reading that this is his second marriage. Is it true? Because I'm not aware of the first marriage. And you know, by the time I noticed the guy, which is just few years ago. In fact, when did I start noticing Ninalowo? No, but not Femi Adebayo and Co have been there. Odulade have been there. You understand? So I think it was during the time I started noticing Ninalowo, I started noticing Itele too. You understand? So Itele and Ninalowo, they are not old like that in the industry. So, but I really heard that the mother is such a decent... I mean, she didn't want her son's life to jaga. So she guarded and guided him. And he went back to America. The wife is also very beautiful. Two beautiful people. The wife is beautiful. Jokes aside. How can somebody be that handsome and marry a beautiful girl like that? There's a problem. I'm not saying it's not good. When you see two beautiful couples like that, I don't know who has good self-esteem and who doesn't have between the two of them. But I know that Ninalowo will have marital issue because many women want that guy. Many. It's not as if I saw it, but I know. You know, he not second married, the same woman, but that is the second time they broke up. That is what this lover said. Okay, the second time they broke up. Okay, me Okada Dani, I will go back and reread it. Thank you for correcting me. God bless you. Okay, now let's listen to Ninalowo. Then I have something to say, because if you notice before now, the wife featured at least reasonably on his platform. But for some time, in fact, for this year, or ever since that last year that they carried one story that he featured in it, since this year especially, I stopped seeing the wife featuring Igwe not fine, I beg. Igwe not fine. Igwe belongs to Sonyeri group. Igwe belongs to that group. Sonyeri group lower Sisi Quadri ni Igwe wa. Now, I noticed that she hardly featured, because they have this sitcom, not a sitcom, a program that they do that they call something Makanaki Home. You know, Makanaki or something like that, the home of something like that. I will look for it now. And that thing did since March. That was the last. The last I saw. Their firstborn, who is that girl now? You know, they have two. He's clocked 17 this year. She clocked 17 this year. So definitely the relationship has been a bit. Let me tell you one thing. We are going to read the write-up. Reading that write-up, I don't know how you can make a straight face with you being so say something now me. What in I talk now? Do you understand? The firstborn, the girl, you know, Makanaki and the girl, they really born. The girl looks like the mom. Oju mama any. Her color, her skin, everything is the mom. Let her become a big girl now. You will see the beauty of that girl. She got it from the mom. 18 years. No, it's 17. No. When did she clock 18? When did she clock 18? Yeah. Show also. When did she clock 18? I saw 17. Ni baba eko. Edeo. Okay, she was pregnant. That is why he married her. How? Okay. Cheating. Women, closeted, down low. Who cheated? Oh dear. Okay, let me just do it one after another. Don't confuse us on the platform. Or if you have anything to do objection, just tell us. Stop coming here to be writing low way. We don't want proverb here. Aliyah is 17. Yes, now. I saw it. I don't know where Agboke saw 18. 17 ni baba eko. I don't know where she saw 18. No. That's why I said she should go and bring it. I'm coming, Emma Bino. I want us to listen to what Makanaki said the last time we heard he had an issue. And Chud do not.
What God has nothing to do with. TD Jake says God provides trees, doesn't make furniture. Exactly. So I needed to take time back to see what I had done to her.
Sorry, before anything, hold on, Nino. You know that some people are jealous of Nino when he's speaking American English. Anyway, Chude not they try. Chude not flow ni be by. Chude, I think Chude is Igbo boy now. So when Makaraki is speaking, some of those, you know, just in the people in the industry, they are jealous of him. Woman be no. Well, something about it because you so you. Oh yeah, continue.
A lot of people call God for what God has nothing to do with.
God.
TD Jake says God provides trees, doesn't make furniture. Exactly.
Exactly.
So I needed to take time back to see what I had done to her. The years when I was feeling like I was still young and cheating all day, breaking her heart and everything, to the years where, okay, I wasn't there and just pursuing my dreams. But I forgot that this was a human being that was taking records. Yeah. And taking experiences of her life as well.
Get my lawyer
so
for
I
your
became
side.
somebody that she didn't recognize anymore at some point, and I couldn't even call her to pick up the phone. And the same woman I had so much control over, I had no control over anymore because she outgrew me. You know what I mean? So
you know what I mean? To get that
restored and to achieve that back, I needed to go back and start fresh. Detox and clear everything that I have done and See, a lot of people and you know, it's a process, man.
Yeah.
It's a process, and a lot of people keep failing because they keep jumping from one thing to another.
Yeah.
You need to take time, sit back, and see why you got it wrong. Leave that thing. Take the pain. A lot of people don't want to start because they don't want to be seen starting from the bottom. Go back to the bottom. That's what happened to me. I had to go back to start there, and from there I started to see I made a lot of mistakes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Now,
So
the
they
good news, I like
confused.
the fact that you and your wife got back together. You know, that was a restoration process.
Right.
How did that happen? So I know you had the solitude, and then you confronted yourself, and you admitted where you'd gone off the rails, where you'd why she outgrew you. So how do you not do the process of getting her back?
First is God. First I prayed. I cried myself to God. You know, and you know.
Okay, you see, that's your comments.
Yes, man.
I've been hearing all kinds of things about, you know, but I don't know if what you are writing to, if what I heard is true, but I don't know. There's a rumor like that about him, but I doubt, I don't know.
Back to the bottom. That's what happened to me. I had to go back to start there, and from there I started to see. I acknowledged everything I did wrong to God, not to her. I submitted myself, and I did what God wanted me to do. Humble. If the Spirit told me to prostrate and beg at that moment, then that's what I do. See, there is no generality in marriage. It's significant and unique to people. My situation is different from your situation. If I have to crawl in the gutter to beg my wife, that's what I'll do if I know the value of my wife to me. If something is valuable to you, I've never seen a man lose something valuable to him. Never. There was hundreds of people who try to interfere to settle it.
Yeah, but
It never
Tosi, what does that information lead us to?
Text everybody and showed God that nobody mattered. I acknowledged, and he was the only one.
Yeah.
I prayed over and over, cried myself to him, did whatever I could do when I had to do it. But one thing I'll tell you is that the day God restored my wife and I, nobody was involved. It was just a phone call. And he was the only one.
Yeah.
I prayed over and over, cried myself to him, did whatever I could do when...
Okay, so guys, we are going to read this. What I noticed is that it's the wife that cheated him from his write-up. But he's not behaving. He personally isn't behaving. You know, some women will tell you they've forgiven you. But the problem is their brain is not able to forget. And sincerely, marriage is about forgiveness. Some people, when they commit adultery, their wife will find it hard to get over it. And that's when you cannot forgive in your marriage, trust me, your marriage won't last. If you like, stay 30 years, you're still going to break up. Ninalowo goofed. We are guessing new. Yes, he messed up. He said it here, I messed up. A woman I was able to control became a woman that I can no more control. Became a woman I can no more control. And he was because at that time, he was in Nigeria now, and he was also having extramarital affairs. Then the mother told him, go back home. But mind you, this lover too, there were times that Ninalowo was dragged. But Ninalowo decided to keep it low. During Tele's time, Ninalowo was also dragged. If you remember, during Tele's time, Ninalowo was dragged alongside Itele over one girl that, one actress in Enoni. So, it's kind of glaring that, some women don't understand that I am not condoning adultery. Trust me, it's nothing good. But it will happen anyways in 80%. Let me give it a good ratio. Do you understand? I'm just trying. I'm supposed to say in 90% or 95%, but let me say 80%. God, I'm yet to see a man that will say he did not commit adultery in their marriage. Even that the GOs did before they committed their life to Christ completely. Some, whilst they committed their life to Christ, they still committed adultery. Some are lucky their wife never knew. They're more so, I'm not using this to get into their head, so you understand, to make their head to swallow. Ninalowo is a fine guy who is also lucky to be a celebrity. He has what it takes in look. Do you understand? Some women will sleep with him not for a dime. A dime. Because guys like that, why me I don't like fine boys? They know they get money to give woman. Won't touch you obirin. You will if you go and date fine boy, now so fine look you go the chop. Wa ma mommy see fine look ni. You go just dey drink water on top of fine look. I don't like make guy fine. We be say in fine go fine too much. Their wife work very hard. And you will see rubbish a lot. Especially a fine man that knows he is fine. Go and ask RMD them wife and Ninalowo them. Go and ask their wife. So you need to be ready. I will hardly see a fine man that is, taking care of his wife. Why you're well, mama? Oma struggle kuni. Fine boys don't, because the money they will use it on themselves. They are too, in fact, they themselves, they are obsessed with themselves. So it's a problem. So it's good for the wife. She chose that path. Luckily, it may be that when she chose that path, the guy didn't even have, you understand? Maybe it's just from, like somebody said, it's from a rich home. That's all. They never knew we get to where he is. They didn't even know that people will know him. Because 17 years ago, to be very sincere, I didn't know him. I didn't even know if anybody like that existed. So definitely, she probably came for the gold. She probably came for the fame. But as the child of a rich man, not as a celebrity that he is now. So, getting there, of course, our Yoruba, Nigerian, and Igbo, anybody, women, Nigerian women, I will not have Jembe. And he too go do. But with the way he acted, it shows that he begged. Like he said he needed to start from the beginning again. If it means he has to prostrate. If he means he needs to prostrate, he will do it. And he did it. And that he called hundreds of people to intervene, mediate between them. Nobody could. until just one day. He said he had to go into prayers. He prayed. So it goes to show, he acknowledges, he accepts that he's at fault. And he went back from Nigeria to America, because I learned his home was going down. And the reason is because she know none. So he did everything, and you notice that most of the time he now was staying put. I bet he was trying to control himself. I want to believe that it is the same thing that is being, that repeated itself. I want to believe that. I don't want to believe that some people are saying that there's possibility that the wife knows too much. Abi is a gay ni. Abi is this or that. I don't know if he's gay, because that's what they are suspecting every fine boy now in Nigeria. Because there's nothing we know they take this our ear, they hear. You understand? So, but I'm just going to be very sincere that for me, I think he really, really must have begged that woman. The woman wasn't ready to have it anymore. Maybe he's not stopping what he's doing, and she has a lot on him. And you can hear from the undertone of what he wrote out, he is frustrated. Undertone of what he wrote out shows he is frustrated. He is frustrated. He wants to keep his wife, but I bet the wife keeps catching him, because I don't want to believe it's the one he did before. Well, there are some women like that, so to forgive is the problem. Oh. They will keep replaying it, and you cannot keep a home with that kind of woman. Trust me. If you keep replaying and doing an anniversary of what your wife or what your husband did to you, especially women, we know how to replay and do anniversary of what our husband did to us. If you are not ready to forgive that thing and move, God sees my heart, your marriage wouldn't grow, and the marriage will crumble and stumble. It must. It's possible she held on to that sin, and every year there's anniversary for it. Ṣòrántí, tó fi gbé Àríkẹ́, ó gbérí Ìkẹ́. And he will be begging. In fact, begging you can lead to depression. Because for him to say hundreds of people couldn't convince her, that means everybody begged her and they were tired. Go and re-listen to the interview he had with Jude. He said hundreds of people begged her. And you see, that's one thing about people. When they beg you, everybody will move. Because at the end of the day, people are busy with their life. And so if the man is not able to keep up with the begging, that's what will end the marriage. Because one day the man will have to announce to us that I can't keep up. Because you know one thing about marriage, marrying a celebrity is a big deal. It's not about the money now. Forget that one. A lot of sacrifices that you have to make in marrying a celebrity. He will be talking to a woman like this. Maybe he's even having something to do with the woman. You cannot stop him. Reason is because as far as he's concerned, it could be somebody that wants to give him job for them to come and be doing skits. So sometimes you will be seeing some things that on a normal day you can't stand it. Or you are the type that maybe he's always traveling to go and do movie, and she knows fully well pé oníṣìná lọkọ òun. Then she's having sleepless nights. Then she's not okay. Then she's always quarreling. Then she's always monitoring. Or you understand? So if there's no peace, and if it has to do with begging, they will both have no choice but to opt out. Do you understand? Let's read what he wrote. You will guess what I'm saying. His frustration is glaring. His frustration is so glaring. Yeah, that's it. It's difficult to forgive. Some men did so much to let go. No respect at all for their wife. Not taking care of kids and their body. No, for this guy, as for his kids, I wouldn't accept as for his kids. I see a lot of bonds between himself and his kids. Go on his page. If it is about adultery, I wouldn't be able to talk on that. I believe that because he also said it online. He didn't even hide it. His transparency for me. And a man that talks about his wife in public, definitely you will know that he definitely has problem with